Today's guest is recording artist 1K, who is originally from Ridgeway, South Carolina, and delivers soulful renditions every time he touches the mic. His musical arrangements are composed of live instruments and church choir hymns, which sets his sound apart from others. 1K was raised in a single-parent household. He lost his father at the age of 9 to colon cancer and decided to channel that pain into music. He wants to add change within the music industry, offering his audience a unique sound they can fall in love with. He's a multi-talented artist. He can produce his own music, engineer, rap, sing, and DJ. His goal is to transition the sound of music into something more universal and to be marked as one of the world's most versatile artists and producers. Let's welcome 1K to Pathways to Success.
Welcome to Pathway to Success. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Hunter, and sitting on my right, my beautiful co-host, Charlotte.
Hello.
And we have a musical genius, very multi-talented young man by the name of 1K. 1K, welcome to Pathway to Success.
Thank you for having me.
It's great having you. You know, I like your name, 1K. 50 cents go by, his name is 50 cents. But 1K is more than 50. How did you came by that name?
Yeah.
I think 1K started when I started making my beats. I went through a series on YouTube where I was just going through certain beats and stuff, and I came up with the name. Actually, it's crazy because somebody gave me the name through Instagram once I started posting my beats. They was like, "Oh, you should go by this," and I just ran with it from there.
Oh, I like that.
That's nice. Well, can you tell us about your musical influences and how they shape the unique sound you bring to your audience?
Okay. I'm a very heavy in the church. I go to church every Sunday, and from being in church for so long, I took that and just transformed it into what I make through my music. So church has been a very big influence on the way I see my music and what I put down when I lay down my tracks.
I like that because you know what? A lot of great artists, Whitney Houston was one, and there's several others, but I remember her. She started out in church, and I like that. Now, what I like about that also, 1K, when you blow up big, you want to get very wealthy and famous.
Yes.
Your church don't have to worry. You'll be the biggest tither in your church.
Yes, sir.
Your pastor don't have to worry about nothing. You're gonna upgrade the church to the next level. So
Yes, sir.
I like that. But on a sad note, my condolences on the loss of your father at a young age.
Yes, sir.
That undoubtedly was a significant part of your journey. How was that experience influence the themes and emotions conveyed in your music today?
Through with my dad, he was very big on music. So every time we was together, we did everything with music, from listening to old school classic in the car. So what he taught me and the rhythms that he always did when he was listening to music and how he vibed with music, I always take that and put it into what I make today. So that always brings out a lot of emotion in my beats and my music as an artist. So.
Wow, that's nice. So your musical arrangements, do they often include like live instruments and church choir hymns? What inspired this fusion, and how do you believe it sets you apart from other artists?
This sets me apart because I'm trying to do more of like positive music, as in it's a lot of stuff that's put in the media as of like negative influences, and kids my age are taking that as, okay, this is the only way we can do music, or it's the only way we can see music. So I'm trying to change that as a way that it's still trending and viral, but it's something positive that you can take and you can play in the car when you're with your mom and you don't have to worry about the clean version. I'm trying to keep everything positive.
I like that.
I like that 1K. I like that.
That is nice.
That is the you're a winner.
Nice.
I really. As a matter of fact, how old are you?
17.
You're 17. Wow, that's great.
Wow.
The positivity that you're so multi-talented, and I like the positive vibes that comes from you.
Very much.
So growing in a single parent household must have had its challenges, right? How did those experiences shape your perspective on life and contribute to the artist you are today?
Growing up, me and my mom, you know, it wasn't that many challenges, I would say. She made it very easy for me to do what I love to do. Like she always, if I need to go on a trip, she'll make sure I got on my trip, or I needed to do music and get to the studio. She made sure it was okay for me to go to the studio. So she made it very easy, and I do appreciate her for that. So she really made the challenges very small.
Mhm.
It's like only thing I had to do was make the music and send it to her. Honestly, that was
Wow. 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 So your goal for 2024 makes your mark as the world's most versatile artist and producer. Can you kind of share your specific steps or projects you're working on to achieve this ambitious goal? Because I know you have them, right?
yes, ma'am. So now I'm working. I started off as a producer. So now I'm moving into more of my artistry side of things. So now I'm arranging and writing most of my tracks that I'm putting out. So just working on making quality music for people to listen to and provide a message for people to take as well.
That's something that we're
That's
missing.
something where that's what we're missing. I like that you're producing your own music,
Yes. Yes.
beats,
Mhm.
you rap, and also you're a DJ. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a one. I mean, you're a one-stop shop.
One-stop shop. And what city do you live in?
Ridgeway, South Carolina.
Wow.
Wow. Have you not
South
been there?
Carolina. No,
South
but I know
Carolina?
about North Carolina.
Yes,
Your
small
neighbor.
town.
Wow. Nice. Nice.
You know, the BS1K is quite a distinctive title. The name, that's distinctive, you know, and all that. I remember, you said, oh, you got it. But when people hear the name 1K, I envision somebody great, somebody
Yes.
big. And doing the interview with you, I can see you going to places. Where do you see yourself with the type of music that you produce? Where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Touring the world, winning Grammys, doing movies, everything, all of the above. I'm trying to go tap into every part of the industry and just forward myself and learn from people that's better than me.
Wow. That's smart. Very smart. And I know with that being said, I know you're big on building relationships and I know networking are highlighted as a crucial part of your management team. Can you share a specific experience where networking played a pivotal role in your career development?
Yes, ma'am. So with my team, shout out to DJ Baby Said and Urshan, my manager. They always show me the importance of networking. Like they always tell me that you can always be the nicest at what you do or the best at what you do, but that won't open the doors for you to make it to the next stage or wherever you're trying to do a level in your life. So when I opened up for CeeLo Green at a tour with CeeLo Green, Juvenile, and a couple other big artists, the way that we got on the show was through the relationships and networking and meeting people that put us in that position to get the opportunity.
Nice.
Wow,
Nice.
that's nice.
That's
I
nice.
mean, what was it like performing, working with those people? How do you feel? What was that? You must have you must have had some anxiety and a feeling of accomplishment to know that you could step on a stage with these same great artists. How was that like for you for the first time?
Yes, sir. It was a great experience. When I got up there, because I got a chance to DJ, so it was a great experience to do that, and it opened up a lot of more doors for me to do more of my music.
Okay, that's good.
DJ comes natural for you. So you were doing what you were naturally created to do.
Yes, ma'am.
That wasn't hard.
You have worked with also other artists, but one of the artists that you really like is Burna Boy, right?
Yes,
What is
sir.
it about Burna Boy that you admire about his music?
The message, the positive message, the way his producers put his music together is just all one. It all comes together, and the way he performs as well. I like the way he puts his shows on as an actual show more than just jumping on stage and screaming. He's actually trying to put together something for you to watch. So that's definitely why he's my top artist.
Well, I hope that Burna Boy is watching Pathway to Success, that he can really hear what you say and really reach out to you to have you and him combine
Yes.
together because
Yes.
he's a great artist. Burna
Yes.
Boy, Afrobeats is really winning
Mhm.
big time right now. Everybody's going Afrobeats.
Yes.
I guess we may have an introduction of Afrobeats sooner or later. I'm going to ask the producer. I'm going to change.
I mean, really, but that's true.
That's true. Yeah.
That's true. And being the one-stop shop in music production is impressive. I mean, how do you balance the various roles of producing and engineering and rapping and singing and DJing and what challenges do you face in this multifaceted approach?
Whew, let me see.
I know that's because you wear multiple hats. I mean,
I couldn't do any of it without my manager. Like, he has everything at his house. He has the studio. He has where I can record. The team got me the DJ equipment, so if we need to get the gigs, I can go around and do that. They provide me the transportation. So I couldn't do none of this without my team. They really opened up the door for me to do more, you know, with balancing it all. They take me to the studios that I want to go to. If I say, oh, I need a new board so I can get like the other DJs that want to DJ, they make sure they find a way to get me the newest board or the newest mic or whatever plugins I may need to make the best music. So I have to give a shout out to them because it cannot be possible without them.
Nice.
That's very nice. I think
Teamwork makes the
teamwork
dream
made the dream work.
Yes.
Yeah, you have the best team.
Yeah.
As but mommy was the first.
Yeah.
Mommy and daddy was the first part of the team, and now you have your producer, right there working along with you.
Yeah.
At your age, do you find it very hard because to keep focus on what? Because a young man like you must have a lot of girls.
Yeah, there it is.
Must have a lot of girls.
You didn't think you to the show without acting, right?
He thought he would have got off this one, but how do you cope with all of that attention from the women?
Say that one more time.
I was saying to you, a young man like you, so gifted and talented, how do you cope angling at your age, angling so many women, a lot of women that maybe coming at you, they're attracted to you as a musician. How do you cope with that?
I spend most of my time in the studio, so that keeps me busy all the time. So I rarely have time for like outside interactions. I try to stay in the studio working or DJing or just keep myself busy to keep myself away from these other things.
Right. I can imagine now. At your age, do you find that people who've been in the industry don't take you seriously in the music industry? Have you ever felt like that?
All the time.
And how do
you cope with that?
Right.
That's really why I started going into more of my artist side of the music industry, because I was doing beats and I was doing beats for like 2 years straight, and I was trying to shop my beats and get people to get on my beats and even cut deals with my beats. But it went good for certain periods, and then certain periods it wasn't going as well. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just start rapping on my own stuff and just see how that going is, and it's taken off ever since. So that's really been the biggest way I've been dealing with that, with just cutting out. Reaching out is more as just staying in and focusing on my craft as the producer and artist.
Nice.
Can you share a behind the scene moment from your creative process that your audience might find interesting or surprising?
Okay. One of the guys in my team, the other guy that's produced with me, Rich. His name's A Rich on Instagram or YouTube. He has a big YouTube account. So usually we cook up, we come to the den. That's what we call it. It's where I'm at right now. We come to the den and we make beats and beats and beats and beats all night long. We stayed in here to 5 o'clock in the morning, just making beats. And we actually put up a video on YouTube that you guys can go watch. It's on his channel at A Rich, or if you look through my Instagram page. So those are probably the most interesting moments, is us staying up late trying to make certain productions for people and make sure it's perfect. And sometimes they don't come out like it's supposed to, but we still keep working to try to figure out how we're going to get it to what they need. So those are the most interesting moments to watch, is us actually sitting here trying to put together certain tracks for people.
Wow, I like that. Very brilliant.
It takes a lot to make beats.
Take a lot. Yeah, you have to be very creative. Because the copyright laws are out there, and so you have to be constantly creating something different that won't put you in the copy law, any legal problems. with anyone who have created a beat that need, you know, if your beat sound just like that beat.
Yes, sir.
To make a beat, I wonder.
Ask him.
How long does it take to usually make a beat? One beat.
One beat, I say now I'm at like 5, probably not even 5 minutes. Depends, like if I'm just cooking up, like 5 minutes.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
That's great. You're a genius. You're a genius. We're gonna take a short break with a rapper, producer, DJ, 1K, and we'll be right back with you on Pathway to Success.
Did you pick out this detergent all by yourself? So cute.
It's half the size and it's half the plastic. And there's nothing cute about unnecessary plastic. Christy, the average person generates over 200 pounds of plastic a year. And there are 329 million of us in the US alone.
Do you want paper or paper? Yeah.
7th generation Easy Dose laundry detergent. Half the size, half the plastic, all the clean.
So where were we?
The playoff.
Oh, yes. Only a handful of teams remained, hailing from kingdoms far and wide across the college football land, all vying for a spot in the playoffs. Each team led by a great coach, fearless players, and defended by the loyalist of fans. Soon, they would take part in an epic playoff battle for the right to call themselves national champions. And to the victor go the spoils, a beautiful trophy, a grand celebration, and bragging rights that stand the test of time.
And then what happened?
We'll find out soon.
Ready? All clear. Come on out.
This ship is now under the command of the First Order.
Live your Star Wars story in a new 2-night adventure.
You know what I've come for.
Only at Walt Disney World Resort.
Cutie, my TikTok cutie, my TikTok cutie, my TikTok cutie. Yeah. Ooh, the way she walking around. Everybody looking. Oh, she working. No way. Shawty got a booty on her. Ain't know what I'm talking about. She got long red hair, pretty brown eyes, manicure tongues, super thick thighs. She mine, and I would trade her for the world.
Never knew I'd get this far. Rolling cost a house in Cayenne. Remember I couldn't see that far. Now Ruth got hella started. X in my ear like come home. She know I don't want her no more. I packed arena big shows. Stash out my money, go home. Never knew I'd get this far. Rolling cost a house in Cayenne. Remember I couldn't see that far. Now Ruth got hella started. X in my ear like come home. She know I don't want her no more. I packed arena big shows. Stash out my money, go home. Fight, yeah, I know. Just like hot boys, now you know. Stay down, let's jump, now let's go. You talking bands, not bankroll. Don't let my pops and folks though. Ashton Martin push, let's go. Stop sneak this, cause I'm up. I like them fly like bitch. You don't need no lashes or makeup. I like them nappy, yeah, Fly you out and buy you stuff. With my guys, we flexing, I put watches on my wrist, not for the time, but for my
The Pathway to Success. I'm your host, and with my co-host Charlotte, and we have the multi-talented 1K. 1K, we were just vibes to your music, the beat and the flow. And our producer name is Jody, one of our producers. And you were saying, what are you saying, Jody? Because I was wondering if she went to the den. She flew from Florida to be there in the den with you all, and you were saying, Jody.
Yes.
I wonder. I was saying, what? But the flow, I love. Did you create that beat? Because that beat is dope.
Yes.
And the lyrics is dope.
Which song?
The one that we were just watching a while ago, that hip hop video of you a while ago.
Oh, that beat was made by a guy on my team named A Rich. That's the guy I was mentioning earlier. He's pretty dope too. He's hard. He's the other producer that's in the group with me. So shout outs to A Rich again for making that one. So
yeah, my big up baby.
That was nice.
That was nice. And I love your flow. The lyrics was just
Thank you.
That's a fresh song that I really believe is gonna take the hip hop world very, very fast. In your pursuit to change the sound of music, the music industry, what specific changes or innovations do you hope to introduce to the music?
Introduced to the music, as in now I'm doing some R&B type vibes now too. So I'm taking the hip hop side of things, how I flow with certain beats, and mixing it into R&B and pop. So I'm trying to create this new kind of genre, kind of twist type thing, to where it's still positive, but it's something different for you to hear. So I'm trying to figure out how am I gonna take that R&B, pop, and hip hop and make it into something different that nobody ever heard before.
Wow. Now that's very. I mean, I have a question that was just blowing my mind. I was listening to you from the very beginning and the very start of this interview with you, and I noticed that you say you were 17. How does your career affect your interactions with your peers in school or socially? I mean, how does that work for you?
Starting out, when I first started, I started with a lot of friends, and I noticed that as I grew and started to learn more and get around more people and elevate in my career, I started to lose a lot of people that was close to me. So, and it's okay because it worked out for the better, because now I have a smaller circle, which is better for me. So now I don't have to worry about pleasing a lot of other people. So as I elevated, I did lose people, but my interactions in school is still good. They support. I get to DJ at the games for the basketball games, so it's a gateway for me to play my music and grab fans from other local high schools that's around the area. So it's still good interaction wise. So
that's great.
No sports?
No sports, just band. I do drum for this season.
Okay.
I like that. You sound way more mature than a 17-year-old.
Yes.
And
way before your time. Yes.
Way before your time. And one of the things I can tell you is that most successful people are prosperous, successful, wealthy people. When you get to the top, or you go into the top, your circle becomes extremely small. Always remember that. And I'm happy that your circle is has gotten small, right? Because sometimes when you're at the bottom, you have so much people around you, but they're not doing anything to bring you to the next level. So good for you. The circle getting smaller is better for you. And then when you make that big break and you come to great fame and notoriety, you don't have much people to give any money to anyway. You don't have people asking you to buy them Louis Vuittons or buying them a car or gold chains. You don't want that. You want to keep your money, between you and your family and the small circle that stood with you through it all and got you there.
Yes.
So that's good for you.
And it's good that he has great people backing
him. I like that. You have a great team backing you.
Great team.
So you're winning right there. But tell me, BK, how do you handle the pressure that comes with setting high goals for yourself, both personally and professionally?
Sometimes it brings me down sometimes, because I sit in here a lot and I work on music and I know how I want it to sound. So I put a lot of pressure on myself to get it to come out the way I hear it, as in just because I want it to be quality. Like I want it to be on that level of industry. So I do put a lot of pressure on myself, and it elevates me. At the same time, I've been trying not to put as much pressure on myself, but it does help me to get to the next level and learn more from others and figure out how stuff is done and the right way to do stuff and what's a better way I can mix this 808 or, you know what I'm saying? Just learn. That's my biggest thing is just learning. That's why I put so much pressure on myself, because I try to learn more.
Who are the hip hop artists? Because, you know, all of us always come up with, we love music, or athletes, that we always have someone that we look upon that we enjoy, whether their music or the way they play. Which hip hop artists, or maybe you may have more than one, that you really looked up to before you started doing hip hop?
Before I started, let's see.
Do you like the vibe? I said, oh, I love that artist. Was it Drake or one of those guys? Which one of them?
I say Drake. I say, of course, Burna Boy. That's my top. I say Lil Baby. I do like NBA Youngboy. I do. Who else? NLE Chopper.
Yeah.
Who else? That's about it. And then it's like old school guys too, though, that I listen to as well. Like Tupac, I listen to Tupac. And then you got local people here too, though. I got to shout out my local people. You got, before I started making beats, I listened to 18 Vino. Shout out to 18 Vino. Shout out to my boy Fat Man, Big Boy Status. Those two are really, I listen to here locally. They had a big effect on how I do things. So I had to shout out to them.
Wow. And you're so full of talent. I mean, you're so diversified in talent, and I'm sitting here and I'm amazed at you. What message or emotions do you hope your audience takes away from your music? I mean, being that you're so young and talented.
I want them to take that there's a better way out. And what I mean by that is going back to what I said, with the media and social media, it's a lot put out of like the wrong way to do things. And I've seen like kids, even in my community, that's like, the more they hear stuff, it gets programmed to them. So the more they keep hearing the same hook of the same song that's portraying a negative message, so the more they see these music videos that's portraying this negative message, the more they want to do it. So when they grow up, it grows on them. So I want to be the person that's putting out music that's saying, okay, you don't have to rap about killing and shooting and spinning blocks to be a good artist. You know, you can rap about you. You can be you and still be great or still have a better outcome for yourself. So that's my main goal and message.
I like that. Yeah, because I love that. 17, he's winning. I mean,
wisdom.
As the wisdom and the right positivity that are bringing into the music. Because rapping about shooting and killing people, believe me, it's the wrong message to send to any generation, any group of people. You know, are there any upcoming projects or collaborations that you can give us a sneak into? Sneak peek into.
I have a song coming out called TikTok Cutie with my guy. He's great. He's a great singer, R&B singer named Lace, and he's from the Florida area. So that song is my big single that I'm dropping. That's gonna be my first single to come out. So I want everybody to be ready for that. So we're preparing now and getting everything together. So when we drop that, it's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be the next big hit.
Nice.
What's that? What that name? What did you say the name of it again? TikTok.
TikTok Cutie.
TikTok Cutie.
TikTok.
I know they have TikTok out here, but Cutie.
TikTok Cutie.
What is that about?
Okay, so basically we just talking about how you see women on TikTok and you scrolling and you know what I'm saying, you find one and you like how they look. That's basically the whole message of the song. And then we coming out with a challenge the same kind of way, like the ladies will get on TikTok and they may do like a switch, kind of like they did the Drake flip the switch challenge, kind of like that, where they start off with maybe no out, like just a regular outfit on, they switch out into something they go out into. So that's the whole concept of the song. Like you find a nice girl on TikTok, you want to get to know her better, and then she just, TikTok Cutie.
That's interesting.
I love that.
Now that's interesting. I noticed how earlier you were giving a shout out to the local artists, and you were definitely not leaving them behind. But let me ask you, looking back at your journey so far, what advice would you give to inspiring artists who aim to make a positive impact in the music industry, like yourself?
Relationships. That's key. I said again, about being the best rapper of all time, the best singer of all time, the best beat maker of all time. It's about the people you meet along the way and how those people excel you into the next level. Don't burn bridges. Don't take any shortcuts. That's it. Relationships. Relationships gonna take you farther than being the best rapper and money. Like, people think now that if you have the most money in the world, you can buy your way in. No, it's about relationships. You work with others. So that's gonna be the main message, like relationships.
Wow. I'm so blown away. We're so impressed with your level of maturity and the way you answer your question. You know, you can know that you're definitely ready for the big leagues.
Yes.
I mean, you're there already. I can see you there.
It's like listening to him, and I'm saying I can't get it out of my head. Just 17. Wisdom, knowledge. It seems like you're before your time.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
My management puts me around high level people, so I learn the importance of certain things. Like I say, shout out to them again. Shout out DJ Baby Said. I know you watching right now. They really put me around people, you know.
Yeah.
They put me around people to learn. So
they've done your group have said have done an excellent job with you. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, owning my own label with artists and producers that I can bring up while being in movies. I definitely want to get into movies. That's a big thing. Like, I want to do my artists. I want to still be producing behind the scenes and movies. Movies is a big thing. I always wanted to be in movies and act and do screenplays and stuff like that. So
I think you can act too. I can see that.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, you can see that on you.
Yeah. You transition into movies easily.
Yes, easily.
As a matter of fact, you shout out DJ Said. He was on the show last year.
Yes, sir. He's been a big inspiration to me. That's that's right there. He makes sure I'm straight. He makes sure the team is together. He makes sure our mind is right to accomplish anything we want to do, and he's always gonna give us a message at the end of the day on why he's doing what he's doing or why he's putting us where he's putting us at. So big shout outs to him, because I wouldn't be where I'm at today without DJ Baby Said. So
ambitious. It was great having you, 1K. I want our viewers to remember that name, 1K.
1K.
This young man is going to blow up so big, not only in the hip hop producing, music and DJing, but also in movies. And I'd ask you to get to know him. How can they follow you?
On all platforms at Produced by 1K. So that's PRODUCED by 1K. So that's gonna be on all platforms, from YouTube to Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. You can follow me on all platforms, and then also follow my management team at Thundercat. So that's gonna be THUNDERKATS _, on Instagram, and that's gonna be our social media links.
Nice.
Yeah. We had a great time interviewing you on Pathway to Success.
Yes.
I'm my co-host, and just want to let you know, I like how you started out with church. Keep God in the midst of what you're doing, and you'll always come out on top.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys for having me as well.
Great having you. In closing, God has given every one of us a gift. The Bible clearly states that the gift will make room and bring you before great men. When you honor God and you keep God first, you'll come out a winner. Have a great week from us both. Pathway to Success.
Oh,